Creek Township Supervisor, Mr. Dean Pepicello.
Those two things literally are only good, YouTube and Facebook, for this program. For you two. That's it. Not YouTube. You two. Shani and Joel.
So not for First Amendment, what do you call it? What audits? First Amendment audits. That's a new one on me, Shane. I'm sorry.
It is on me too.
Yeah.
What are we looking at? Who is this buffoon?
We're auditing the First Amendment to make sure that we want to make sure that you're able to have your First Amendment rights.
I'm just seeing this video before I got here. Now, Shani, we were looking at it. Who is this buffoon, and why isn't he slapped with a disorderly conduct, thrown on the sidewalk, handcuffed, and taken to prison? What are we doing? Listen, social media, it was fun. That was a fun time, right? It's over.
Good times.
Shut it off. Turn it off.
Kitty videos and seeing your grandchildren.
I don't care. I'll sacrifice that. I don't get to see my uncle in Arizona because I don't have Facebook. Oh, well, too bad for me. Shut this nonsense off. I'm so sick of... These are idiots.
Yeah.
This idiot is standing on a sidewalk in Erie, Pennsylvania harassing people. Go to prison, you freaking loser. What are we doing? I'm so sick of social media. Yeah. I'm sick of it.
And my deal is, you know what? The police officers have so much to deal with for real crime. And then you're provoking them. For clicks. I'm sorry, that's not cool.
That's all it is.
Yeah. Can you imagine some Alabama sheriff putting up with something like that?
No, that's probably why he does it here. He probably picks places on purpose like this. Who is this moron?
Yeah.
People actually watch
he calls
this?
himself the First Amendment Protection Agency on YouTube.
I'll show him the First Amendment.
Here we are giving him lots of free time.
He needs to be introduced to the Second Amendment. That's what he needs to be introduced to, and maybe the Fourth. There's lots of amendments that this guy should be introduced to. I can't take it. I can't take social media anymore.
You're right.
The bad far outweighs the good.
As elected, how every once in a while, I would imagine you have to deal with controversies that bubble up because somebody's a keyboard warrior.
And I ignore every one of them. You will never see me respond to that nonsense. Yeah. Not as a township official, not even as a person. Never.
And I hate to pick on Mill Creek, but I tell you what, this is a pastime in Mill Creek, the keyboard warrior stuff. It's not great.
Yeah, I get it. It is what it is. People have done it to us. I ignore it. I don't engage in it. Most of these people have no idea what they're talking about. There's a whole group think mentality.
Right.
One person says it, so they all think it. I have no respect for these people. None. You want to write a respectful comment that you disagree with decisions made. That's awesome. That's fine. You want to come to meetings and say, I'm never voting for you again and I'll probably run against you? Also fine.
Yeah.
Right? But to sit in your basement, have no idea what in the world you're talking about, and put it out there so everybody in the world can read it is ridiculous. The world is a far worse place because of social media. I'm sorry. I get the benefits, and they're fine, and I'm not calling for government regulation, although there's a lot of talk right now, right? There's, especially for children, there's a lot of talk. It needs to be done in the home. Take these things, but these people should have no voice at all in anything, and they just shout like they're the smartest person in the world, and they're the dumbest person in the world. And it's bad for society, I'm sorry. Right. Bad for government, bad for... Maybe it's good for talk radio because it incites whatever.
Get your blood boiling here.
It's just I watch people like that, and it does, yeah.
All right, can I step into some more political quicksand?
I don't like that look in your eyes. I don't like. Sure.
So, a buddy of mine, buddy of yours, Tom Laird. I love his insights and his takes on things. So he had a post over the weekend talking about he thought that that Republicans locally will never win in the city unless they actually come out and vote, figure out mail-ins, and also one of his takes is he thought that, or somebody's take was, he thought that John Persinger could have won in 2017 had more Republicans just voted. That turnout was not where it needed to be. And I'm not sure I'm there. I feel like the city is hopelessly Democratic, that it would take an absolute act of Congress for a Republican to win either the mayor's office one of the row offices or for city council. What do you think of that?
No,
I mean, because if Persinger couldn't do it, if he couldn't be closer than 7 points, I don't think anybody could do it.
No, and Tom's one of the brightest. I've talked to
Yes.
him. He's bright, well
Certainly.
thought out. Doesn't mean we agree on everything,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
But I like him. I think he's right on the Persinger thing, but I think he's wrong. The Erie city of 2017 is not the Erie city of 2026. It's not.
9 years later.
It
No,
just
you're
is.
absolutely right.
It's not. So I think that statement, the Persinger statement, was true, and that was once true. If every Republican in the city came out and voted, they're still outnumbered 3-1. That's every. I mean, it's not. Is it even 3? Is it more than 3-1? I don't even know if that's an accurate number.
Yeah,
Probably pretty
right.
close.
Pretty close.
Right. I like to think that the right candidate can win anywhere. The right candidate with the right message at the right time and probably enough money can win anywhere. It can. Yes, it can happen, but it'd have to be incredibly dynamic candidate. It's all but impossible today in the city of Erie.
Right.
It don't have to be. There have been conservative Democrats.
Well,
Just say you're a Democrat. That's what I would do.
Some people think that that Mayor Devlin is certainly left of center, but more center, right? There is a reality. It depends on the issue.
Yeah,
And there's no doubt. There is a reality of governance in a third class city. And I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't see how a Republican wins in the city of Erie today. With this makeup, I just don't.
I think the last time a Republican won in an election wasn't it Denise Robinson
Probably.
on city council for like one term?
When was that?
A long time ago.
Exactly. The city was a different place then.
Yeah.
I mean,
you have conservative Democrats that are getting pushed to the sidelines.
correct.
I mean, we are quickly turning into, I wouldn't call it democratic socialists, but we're certainly going further to the left. The Overton window is moving.
Very left.
For
left
the
candidates.
Democrats. Yeah.
Have won and probably will continue to win
Sure.
in the near future. That's where we're going. Some can decide whether or not we're better for it or not. I'll leave that to them, but that's definitely where we're going.
So, all right, more quicksand. So as pretty much maybe the top Republican, you and Senator Laughlin are the top Republican elected officials, in my opinion, in Erie County. Again, we could put Jake Banta in there, Brad Roy, but as far as the people that love and respect you, you're there at the peak.
Mm-hmm. It's nice of you to say. I don't necessarily agree with it. I
But-
think there are a lot of others, but that's fine.
What would it take for the Republicans to become a force? Let's broaden out from the city to become a force in Erie County, because I'm not sure it is. Although Trump wins in 2024,
Not the city.
which he won the county.
The county, yes. You're talking the county or city?
Yeah, I'm talking the county. I'm
Okay,
talking
okay.
about where Republicans are in the county of Erie, Pennsylvania.
Well, today, in fairly good shape.
You think?
You have the state senator. You have the U.S. congressperson,
Yeah.
right? You
You have the president.
a majority of township supervisors.
You have
For sure.
I don't know if McCormick won Erie County. I'm not sure he did.
Yeah, I'd have to go back and look.
Yeah.
But
probably Bob Casey won Erie County. I'm thinking.
that you're probably right. But a majority of seats today, if you're looking at the county, not the county executive spot, but you could talk that race directly was about the candidates, not their
Right.
party affiliation, because I think that's absolutely true. So where do the Republicans, from an elected standpoint,
I mean, they couldn't get Harry Morgan across the finish line.
unique. I was talking about that with Tom Laird, as a matter of
Yeah,
fact.
right, yeah,
Just
yeah.
that we were
Yeah.
musing about politics.
I
that
mean, he
election
ran a
is-
very good campaign.
He did. I think there were Christina Vogel coattails.
Sure.
I think there was a women empowerment, the mayor even, right? And Kylie Morris ran especially at the end, was pretty effective campaign. But timing is everything. Timing is everything in elections. It's a lot. I shouldn't say it's everything, but it is a lot. And without the proper timing, I don't care who you are and what your message is. If you time it wrong, it's not going to matter. So, all those things are factors. You never know.
So you don't think it's a factor of party weakness at this point? In fact, you're saying that the deliverables, especially going back to 2024, were there. 2025 is kind of a different story, though. That was kind of a wipeout.
Yeah, we'll see what 26 holds. But I think the Republicans in Erie County feel pretty good about their position right now. You lost.
What do the Democrats do, considering, again, everything national is now local. It used to be all politics are local. No, all politics are now national. And so you have city councilmen and township supervisors compared to figures in Washington, which I think I don't like that. I think that's perverse, but it is happening. They labeled Brenton Davis as a Trumper or whatever. That was a thing that happened. Although, again, there was a lot of mistakes made.
Brent Davis's faults were his faults. I mean, that's the reality. There is no other.
But that's the equal.
Accurate.
They equal this stuff up.
But the parties are not really worried about local races. Maybe a school board occasionally, but you don't see it. You don't see them involved. They want to win the big races. So Democrats can crow about winning the county executive and have to hold that particular seat. County council makeup of Democrats.
Yeah, it's 6-3
right?
now?
Picked up seats there, so they crow about. I mean, those are big wins for Democrats here.
It's really 6-2, but
they don't have the Senate is a big one. Don't have the U.S. Congress. Do have, again, redistricting is really changed a lot of this stuff now. Like, they took every Republican voter and made a big U around the county of Erie and said, Jake Bantha, enjoy.
Yeah.
But we're taking away every other area and we're going to make it predominantly Democrat. And that's what happens when you have a Democratic governor, a Democratic Supreme Court in Pennsylvania. That's what happened. They got the redistricting that they want. So most of these things are decided regardless of who the candidate is. So
Harkins runs unopposed.
Right.
Mirsky wins the Republican nomination.
Right.
Which is shocking.
That's a district which is kind of purple, but
I mean, there were probably a lot of Harbor Creek residents that were ours that voted for Bob Mirsky.
He worked incredibly hard in Harbor Creek because he knows that's where he's a city guy. I mean, so he has worked incredibly hard to hold that seat. That has to be the most difficult seat in the state legislature. That's how difficult.
You think so?
That is, yes, because of the makeup. The makeup is a swing district. The rest are incredibly safe the way they're essentially written. Although Democrats feel they have a shot in the Bantha district.
Well, the Bantha district is going to be interesting. Kat Vittorio, I think, is running a strong campaign, again, coming from the left, right? I mean,
uphill battle, but they feel like it's something they can compete in.
Right.
That's how the Dems feel. I don't know if the math agrees with that.
Sure.
But they must know something. The county executive.
Well, I mean, you can pick off things like Edinburgh. I mean, there are little pockets of blue in that sea of red.
Yeah, but
again, it's all about turnout, right?
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Before I go to break, I got to ask about enthusiasm for these statewide and local races. I mean, you've got Shapiro at the top of the ticket for the Dems. You've got Garrity at the top of the ticket for the Republicans. Will that be enough to make people go to the polls for their team, for their red or blue team?
Probably not. Honestly, probably not.
It's a midterm, so you're thinking it's going to be a soft midterm.
Yeah. Yes.
35%, 40%.
Probably. I mean, mail-ins
drive that up, don't they?
Yeah. Mail-ins drive it up, and super voters will come out, and as the governor's race as the race tightens, as I said it would, and it is.
Yes.
That will draw more attention. But you need a high-profile issue, I think, in that race to draw people out.
Garrity has to raise some money, though.
This is, I've been saying this for weeks, right? And everybody thinks I'm crazy. This is a purple state. It's a purple state. That's all you need to know.
Dino's with us. Stay with us. We got to take a break. Talk Erie. Dean Pepicello is with us. Let's get to the phones here. Hi, you're live on Talk Erie. Go ahead.
All right. I got a Republican name for you that won in the city. Rick Schenker.
Well, again,
him?
he was county executive. Yes.
Was it? But he won in the city, right?
I doubt it. It wasn't a city position; it was a county position.
All right.
Yeah.
That was the only name I could come up with that was Republican.
Right.
So.
Right. Well, again, I'm thinking really the last time an elected official was a Republican was Denise Robinson. Now, John Evans, he was appointed and did not win a re-election.
Or didn't run. I don't remember which.
I think he tried, actually.
I think you're right.
Thanks for
I just wanted to throw that name out there. Thanks
for the call. Appreciate it.
He
Bye.
would have done. Rick Schenker probably did pretty well in the city. He was PennDOT guy, pretty well known.
The two Ricks, right?
Yeah. That was a heck of an election. That was Rick Schenker beat Judy Lynch.
Yeah, that was quite an election. Yeah.
So another person.
Yeah,
a great guy, but came from the outside. Struggled with government. Really struggled at the pace of it, at the bargains you have to make, at how slow everything goes. It was just some people struggle with the way government operates. They just can't operate.
So how do you get around that?
I'm smarter than everyone.
No, I mean, when you were a talk show host, I'm sure your perspective was a bit different than when you sat in that chair as a supervisor.
I crushed politicians. You're gentle compared to me. I crushed politicians, but I don't know. I adapted. I'm good at that whole negotiation. I guess I'm good at listening to all sides. I'm not afraid to make decisions and live with it. I have thick skin.
Yeah.
A lot of that was developed through talk radio. Mm-hmm. So I didn't listen to every naysayer that had no clue what they were talking about, and I didn't have to deal with social media. That probably made it easier. So I don't know. I feel like I'm made for this job.
Right.
Of politics. Probably a bad word. So I can't really describe it. I'm not ducking the question. I just
no. I hear you.
Can't fix anything. Don't ask me to nail two boards together. You know what I mean? But I can. I'm telling you, I can negotiate Israeli-Palestinian peace.
Right. Well, and you're saying that Harbor Creek is kind of a special place too.
Sure.
Whereas the city's totally different than Harbor Creek.
Yeah, but I'm conceited enough to think I could fix anything politically. I do. Any government.
I like hearing that.
It's just me.
You're live on Talk Erie. Go ahead.
Just a couple questions for Dino real quick there, Joe. Hey, Dino, do you think if you was a resident in the city of Erie that you could break that ceiling, that glass ceiling, and be a city councilman? Also, how's John Fetterman? And it's amazing that you remind all of us how correct you are about the polling numbers for the Shapiro-Erie race.
I do.
What an ego.
Exactly.
My man.
Exactly. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
If I don't pat myself on the back, nobody else will in this business. I could not win a city council race, I don't think.
Oh, no, there's no way.
It would help that I'm Italian and have some name recognition, but I don't think I could win a city council. With all the success we've had in Harbor Creek, I don't think I could win it.
That's so interesting.
And how's Fetterman? I don't know. Ask him. I don't know.
I know, like, they're lining up to primary him next year or in 2028. If he wants to win this, though, I'm not sure he absolutely loses.
Really?
The question would he be able to get through a primary? That's the thing.
No chance.
You don't think there's any way?
I don't. You do?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if the middle part of the state, and actually the western part is, again, he's a Braddock guy. I don't know if that is enough to beat Philly and the collar counties.
A socialist just won the Michigan Senate Democratic primary.
And there's a socialist that's just won the primary, the third district of Pennsylvania.
Right. I'm saying.
Yeah, they're all over the place.
In a battleground state, purple state, just like Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
An avowed socialist.
Caller, you got about less than a minute. Go ahead.
Okay, less than a minute. Social media is absolutely necessary. Without social media, we wouldn't have the truth about COVID. We wouldn't know about the fraud in Michigan. We wouldn't know about and we still don't. If we have to depend on the media, we still don't know if Ian Roberts, the Mill Creek School Board member, did he vote in Erie County? What do you think?
Great question.
I don't know.
we will never know, and maybe we could get right down to the nub of this. Dean, how do you respond to FOIA requests in your township? Do you answer them all, or
Every one of them. Every one of them. Yep. Hopefully on the day we get them. I'm an old media guy. The public's entitled to every piece of information, period.
Yeah, except from our local media that won't report whether or not Ian Roberts voted in Erie County. It's real easy to check.
All right. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Am I allowed to say that I don't really care? But that's a terrible thing.
Before social media, talk radio delivered the truth. I think as a lot of people view it, I think talk radio would still play that role without social media. That's all.
All right.
You guys are the saviors.
Are we?
Sure.
Yeah. I thought we were just kind of holding up and going along to get along.
No way, man.
All right. Back after the news at the bottom of the hour. Well, I think there isn't a more appropriate song to get us back to Dino, and it's the Danger Zone.
It's been a brutal day, Joel.
It's been a brutal day
Not
for
here.
the Deans. Yeah.
Not since 5 o'clock. But
Okay.
prior to 5 o'clock, brutal Monday. Just brutal. I've had it with everyone.
All right. So, Dean, I don't know, but I feel like Thanksgiving is very, very controversial.
Oh, the Wisconsin governor's race? No one's winning an election in Wisconsin who wants to cancel Thanksgiving.
Why
no
are we
one.
canceling Thanksgiving? Is it like, more power to the turkeys or something? Is it turkey power?
I don't know. You better start paying attention to the Democratic Socialists of America, though. Because they're winning elections, their candidates are high profile.
Yeah, that was a very slim win in Michigan for Al Said, but
Yeah.
he definitely,
The early
definitely
polls,
won. Yeah,
but the early polls showed it a larger.
it was
lead
supposed to
for
be a
him.
double-digit win, and he just eked it out. So is that a tempering issue for the DSA?
A little, but he won, so that gives him the bully pulpit now for months. The head of the DSAs is out doing interviews. Have you seen this woman?
Yeah,
she's
kind of crazy.
Right, scares you to death, but she's awesome. So from an entertainment standpoint, she'll tell you everything.
Yeah.
There's
They're not hiding the
nothing.
ball. No,
The candidates are. I think the candidates
Yes.
are like, hey,
well,
chick,
we really
shut up.
don't want to defund the police, but we really want to.
They don't
defund the
care.
police.
She doesn't care. Like the candidates
Yeah.
are all backing off now.
We want to get rid of, we want to get rid of the Supreme Court and the presidency and have Congress.
This thing, it's so entertaining. I
wow.
can't turn it off, but it's scary. Michigan, Haley Stevens was not a very good candidate.
No.
She just wasn't a very good candidate. He's dynamic. He's a good candidate.
Well, he's a physician.
not
He's a very smart person.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But talks, like all of those things, presents well.
Yeah.
And again, I will tell you that this group has tapped into a disgruntlement in this country, and they are making headway like the Tea Party.
So
and
here's
MAGA has made headway.
Here's the question: do you think that there's elements there of the DSA that would plug into the disgruntlement of what Ben Shapiro might call the horseshoe right? Are there people on the right that would say, well, this crony capitalism hasn't been working for me because I can't afford anything anymore? That really has been the Republicans' Achilles heel, in my opinion. Is there way too much stuff for the corporate folks and for the bankers, as opposed to taking care of the voters? I think that's been the Republicans'
perception or reality?
I think the Republicans have dropped the ball on making sure that the voters were taken care of, as opposed to corporate interests.
I mean, that's been the MO. History would show that.
Yeah. And you're saying that the DSA is tapping into.
Yes, I'll give you yes. And your question was, can they tap in to some of the people that Trump has tapped into, MAGA has tapped into? Absolutely. It's happening, and particularly with young people. That's the alarming thing in this. Do I think it plays over the long haul where it matters? No. It'll stay in blue districts, but they're tapping into something. That to me is the part that should scare people.
Look at how Chuck Schumer is basically having to go hat in hand and endorse Al Sayed.
Yeah, until, but like Bernie Sanders, AOC, not jumping on the Wisconsin, the can't cancel Thanksgiving woman bandwagon.
Oh, they're not. Okay.
They're starting to figure out, holy cow, we're tapping into something, but whoa, we got to have limits.
It's interesting how the people are criticizing AOC for endorsing Hakeem Jeffries for, the speakership in case they win in the fall.
You see her pivot over the weekend?
Tell me about
Holy cow. This woman is running for president, and she thinks she can win, and she should think that she can win. She leads the New Hampshire poll. She would lead most polls today, I think. She knows it. I think she realized it, and you saw the coming out party yesterday with AOC. She will continue to lead these polls for a while for the Democrats.
Isn't that?
She will run.
I mean, I'm going to go to our colleague Shaney because another woman nominee for the Democrats in 2028 sounds like a sheer loser.
Yeah,
in the
absolutely.
fall.
Yeah, she can't win. It will not happen.
She could win the primary.
She could absolutely win the primary, but she will not win the presidency. Absolutely not.
I agree with that.
Won't happen.
But you have to win the primary. They tried this. They took out Joe Biden and installed Kamala Harris, and that backfired. You can't go against the will of the voters, right? That is going to happen in New Hampshire with the whole Graham Plattner thing. AOC is the most exciting candidate they have. She just is.
No, she is
like,
exciting,
that's the
yeah.
reality. And I think she'll get exposed as time goes on. She never has to answer a tough question. Those things will happen. But today, she's running for president. That's what I saw yesterday. There's no doubt. She'll lead polls for she's better than all the candidates I've seen listed. Tell me who's better. Josh Shapiro, you'll give me is better. But and I get it.
I'm not sure Josh is, though.
Candidate for president, right?
Candidate for president? I don't think he is. I think they're going to end up with Gavin. I think they have to go with Gavin Newsom. Or maybe one of the another governor.
No, I understand. They're better prepared,
yeah.
better candidates, probably make better presidents. Today, excitement, Democratic side, all on AOC's side. Every bit of it. All the momentum's with her.
And she's a DSA member.
She's
and a member of the
backing off
squad.
that. But she's got to
so she's going to kind of have feet in both lanes, I guess. Yeah.
She's going to try, but eventually someone will hold her feet to the fire and she'll have to answer some of those things. Republicans have problems today. Trump's numbers are in the tank.
Yep.
The war isn't going how people wanted.
Nope.
The cost of things is too much. And Trump is Trump beyond the person he was in the last term. Those are all true. So Republicans are going to be unburdened from Trump in 2 years.
That's a Kamala statement.
But that's the
I am
reality.
no longer burdened.
And what will happen is that, no, I'm just saying that
Yes.
you need Trump's endorsement, right, to win many primaries in this country.
Sure,
We're going to see a lot of that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Most, not all, but most. They'll be unburdened by that. And conservatives are all generally on the same page. You might not be MAGA, but if you look at the issues, you're in agreement. The Democratic Socialists of America are totally different than mainstream Democrats, right? So I think Republicans are going to have a tough time in 2026. And 2028 is going to favor Republicans again. The socialists are going to continue to gain momentum, continue to gain excitement in that party. And the Republicans will ultimately be united on ideas. The Democrats don't have that luxury.
Wow.
So they're going to have a pretty good 2026, but they're in trouble going. The Democrats are in trouble going. They need to realize your party is two split parties right now, and enthusiasm is there. And your socialist candidates somehow are winning some of these elections. It's very problematic for them over the long haul.
At what point does Donald Trump become a drag on candidates?
And I'll tell you if...
Is it happening right now for 26?
No, but I want to know if Lindsey Graham's sister wins, right? We'll know more tomorrow.
Well, you would think that South Carolina... you mean in the primary?
Primary.
Okay.
The primary, because it's been very strong for her. There's other I want to see. But, I mean, his numbers are in the tank. That's the reality. There are a lot of Republicans, a lot of MAGA people, very unhappy with the way the war has been
How does he
executed.
turn that
That's just the
around?
reality.
Does he have to win the war or walk away? Or
That was my advice months ago. Declare victory and get the heck out. But I don't think he's going to do that. That's just the reality of where they are, right? And I don't think he's a drag yet.
Yeah.
But it's coming. It won't be a drag. It'll be you're a lame duck.
Yeah.
Even Donald Trump will be a lame duck. I don't use the word unburdened as a negative. I think that's just a political reality. Like, if you're going to run, you can't. Could Mike Kelly run against a good Republican if he didn't have Trump's endorsement? It would be very difficult, right? So I use the word burdened, meaning that it's a factor. But they'll be unburdened by that factor, and everyone will go back to being they'll be conservatives, I think. And I just think they'll be in a better position than Democrats because of the rise of the socialist movement. I can't believe I'm saying that.
Supposedly it was a big week for J.D. Vance. Why?
I don't know. I don't know.
No, I mean,
Shady's laughing. Why?
I mean, supposedly, everybody's back on the JD bandwagon.
Because he didn't see Marco Rubio for a week?
Maybe that's what it was. Did he go on vacation?
Have one Marco Rubio press conference. Everybody will goo-goo over him. They're both awesome. I don't know how they work this out.
No, I think they're head-to-heads. I think it could be a bloody 2028 primary.
Unless Marco will take the VP slot.
Yeah, man.
Why? Why would he? You were
Why
Secretary
would
of
he?
State.
Yeah.
I'm not sure he loses the primary to J.D.
I don't
Vance,
think
so.
he I mean, I don't know.
And I'm not sure it matters. Either one of them, I think, will win whoever the candidate ends up being. I think Shaney's right about AOC, but she has all the enthusiasm today.
Don't you think that it's going to be another 18 people on the dais for the Dems in 2 years? I mean, there's a lot of people on that list.
Yeah, probably. They'll water it down, and
Yeah.
it's just going to be painful, truthfully. Mm-hmm. And we're going to be stuck with either JD or Marco. Or, hear me out, we'll hear Trump again.
That's not happening.
I think it could happen.
It could be Junior, but not
So
senior.
either way, what I'm saying still
That
stands.
you'll see
it could
the
be
name
a
of
Trump
Yeah.
still on the ticket.
If those boys were smart, they would walk away.
I would tell you that Donald Trump Jr. or Eric Trump cannot win the presidency. I'll give you
Okay.
that. All right.
Yeah.
Donald Trump is not running again.
No.
He might.
When am I wrong? How many times am I wrong here?
How many times am I wrong here?
She's pretty good.
She has been right.
Yes,
She has been right. She's been
right
yes,
a lot.
Yes.
The Supreme, or not the Supreme Court, an appellate court put a stop on the building of the ballroom, saying that it's a congressional situation that needed to be rectified. President Trump hollering on Truth Social that he wants the Supreme Court to make a decision because he's like, I can do this. I'm the president. There is precedent. We had the White House Historical Society. The president of the White House Historical Society was on our show 2 weeks ago saying presidents do projects at the White House pretty much all the time.
Right.
So I'm not sure where this appellate court is coming from.
I don't either. I don't.
I mean, so it's a big expenditure of cash, $400 million, but I'm not sure that that's going to hold up.
I don't. I just don't know. But the Truman balcony,
Yeah.
Nixon put in a bowling alley or whatever. Like
exactly.
Yes, they
Obama
they make
put
adjustments.
a basketball court up. I mean, they did.
I don't love it. I like the history of the White House, and I
Sure.
think minor adjustments are fine. I don't know. I don't love this particular project because of the size and scope of it. I hate changing history in this country, particularly the White House, for goodness sakes. It was burned down.
Yeah.
The British burned it down, and we had to rebuild it. I don't love the major changes.
Looking to the fall, is affordability still the huge issue? Is anybody talking about it, or is this all about red versus blue and the warfare of the politics?
Oh no, affordability is number one.
Is it?
It's number two. It's number three, and it's number four. It's all of those things. People can't afford stuff. There is nothing. What else matters? And that's how people.
I'm
feel.
amazed how pervasive it is. Just go try to get an oil change. I mean, it's just like stuff that never budged for years on end. The $29.99 oil change. I know that was a product of the aughts or whatever, but I think I paid $95 for my oil change.
Oh my goodness! I'm not laying blame anywhere, right? You can
It's like,
think whatever.
Where did that come from?
People can think whatever they want, but affordability is 1 through 4 on your list of 5, and then maybe the war, maybe public safety, right? But the cost of goods and services is affecting people. It just is, and you don't want to be the party in power when these things happen, and they're happening. So I think that's the reality of what people think. It's quiet. Nobody's out there screaming about it.
Yeah.
But you go to the grocery store and you know it, you feel it. You go to the gas pump, you feel it. You don't go home screaming from the heavens about it, but it is a factor. It's showing in the polling. I'm sure you hear it here. Your pulse, your fingers on the pulse in this community.
It's funny. Again, people want to talk about the politics. They don't necessarily. They're not talking about what things cost. Meanwhile, everybody's feeling it. It's like this undercurrent, right?
That's the reality. It's the economy, right? It's Bill Clinton. He was right. It's the economy, stupid. Him and James Carville, and that's still the case. It's always going to be the case.
I think we talked about it last week, but I am alarmed at how the window of acceptability, you might call it the Overton window, has really changed with encompassing what was considered to be a pretty radical agenda by the Democratic Socialists. I mean, for the political center of the Democratic Party to kind of slide in and allow kind of crazy stuff like that is quite interesting and alarming.
Well, when you see James Carville, when you see
Yes.
Van Jones, when you see people start to scream about it, you know that they're worried about it too.
Nancy Pelosi's like really concerned.
Right.
Debbie Dingell, the senator from Michigan.
Those people are not going. The Democratic Socialists are not going anywhere. They are better candidates. I don't mean they have better ideas or they should be elected. They are better candidates. They invoke more excitement.
It's so interesting when we had, the Tea Party and some of the really kind of crazy right stuff that happened in the Republican Party. They were rejected. Carrie from Arizona, the TV anchor, she was rejected.
Yeah. Not likable enough. You have to be likable.
Carrie Lake. Yeah.
Carrie Lake. Yeah, you have to be likable. But again, they haven't won anything yet, right? If they lose that Senate race in Michigan, you can have your little blue pockets.
Right.
And you can all sing Kumbaya, how great socialism is. But until they win a legit race, I think, and can affect change, and they're a long ways from that. But right now they're generating excitement with people. And people are listening, and people are disgruntled, and they're looking for something to latch on to. The rest of the country better pay attention. Both parties.
All right. We got to leave it there. Dino, what are you looking forward to this week as far as, I guess we'll watch Washington. We'll
Celebrate
watch South
Erie,
Carolina.
man. No, celebrate Erie. Let's go have some fun.
Absolutely. Arrested Development on Friday night, right?
Okay.
I guess. Shaney Bills, Friday at noon.
That's right.
On the steps of the Art Museum.
I'll be there.
Beautiful. Thank you, Dean.
You bet.